All right. One, you touched on it earlier around the little nuggets of, or the best bit of advice that you've had lately, and you also touched on the fact that there's so much going around, and I have no doubt that there's a lot of truths that have just started from a rumour being repeated enough times to give it clarity. But what's the kind of the best bit of advice that's really held true for you and kind of stuck with you recently?
One was a really cool one that came just before the week before lockdown got announced, when the most uncertainty was going on. This is where we genuinely just did not know where this is going to go. Never thought a lockdown would happen at that point. Yeah. But we're feeling like, how are we going to continue to operate in this? It's getting pretty scary. We bumped into high-profile developer in a cafe that we're at the end of our meeting, and he basically just said, it's my duty and obligation to keep on building. That's my duty to the economy. That was an awesome thing for me to think about, and I couldn't really put it into specific words or actions for myself at that point, but it was a nice encouragement that even if it wasn't me who had that duty or obligation or even power at that point to pull an economy through, because I don't yet, but the words coming out of someone who, in some respects, has a bit of sway, goes, no, I'm not stopping. I'm going because we have to. And if I stop buying or selling or whatever I'm doing and everyone else does, that is what happens. We all shut down. And I really liked that. That gave me lots of comfort, and it gave me lots of inspiration. So that was a big one. And the other is sort of like well characterized in the Frozen movies, which I've watched a lot of in this last 4 weeks with my 4-year-old daughter. The first one is the main song, Let It Go. So Let It Go is basically get over the things you can't control, in my mind. So, once you can't control them, and we talked about that with cash flow, we can put them to the side and we can move on. And the other is another great song from Frozen 2, which happens to be one of my favourite movies I've seen this year, and I've seen 4 or 5 times now, is just do the next right thing. And so once you've, I know this is a bit of a joke, but I'm serious with this stuff, that once you've let go of the things you can't control, and then you've figured out what you can, just do one thing at a time, and just take that next right step. And, it will be what it will be, but that's the only thing you can do, because you can't do everything at once. You can't solve all the world's problems. You can't sometimes you can't solve any problems, but you can just take action that you can control, and you can do one thing at a time. So
yeah,
that's it.
Words of advice from Tidy Slabs and Disney.
Yes. Yeah.
No, that's it is. It's often those really simple things that stick. They're so simple that it's that, it like declutters your mind at the same time, doesn't it?
Definitely. It is taking this opportunity to connect with people in this setting with time, talk about your philosophy on what's going on, come up with different versions of what the future might look like without going too far down it, come up with what you would like it to look like, and just share ideas. And I've just found that over this last 4 weeks, I've connected with a lot of people outside of my circle, and some I've reconnected with and formed greater relationships who we keep in contact with multiple times a day now, sharing different articles, different thoughts, different people we're connecting with. And it's been a lot of fun for starters, but it's also helped, form some of that view and probably give comfort, and without, getting too drowned in so much information. If you're able to step back from it after and collect your thoughts and put together what you can from it, it's been really useful. It's therapeutic. Yeah, it's fun. It's probably good for business moving forward, those connections. So yeah, it's something I've really enjoyed.
Yeah, I've never thought about it that way. Completely agree. It's an opportunity. Like, a lot of us have been given more time than we'd be used to.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, really appreciate you taking the time. Yeah, some really, really good bits of advice in there. I think that will definitely resonate with some people, especially maybe around the construction industry or big Frozen fans.
Frozen 2, if you haven't seen it, it's fantastic. It's a great storyline.
There's the plug.
I would like to say that whole connecting thing with other people has been extremely useful to me, and it will be going forward. And I like it when it's new and fresh, different ideas, even from different industries. If anyone just wants to chat and just share like how we're looking at this, how we're looking at opportunities, or even just real functional, practical things that we're doing internally, I would love to chat with you. And I would make myself available, and you can either just call me through on our website or something, or connect through Cam.
Cool. Put it up there.
Yeah, so I'm there, and it, probably especially goes out to any businesses that feel like they haven't connected with anyone during this break. They are in a silo. They haven't got another perspective, and that can lead to a bit of a spiral. And sometimes all it takes is one chat with one person, just to think that's slightly different. That might lead you somewhere else. So, yeah, I'd love to be that for anyone that needs it, without being assuming that I've got any special knowledge to share. Just another person.
I would recommend if it's not Andy, if it's not your accountant or someone, just make sure it's someone. You need to bounce it off someone at the moment, because no one's ever dealt with it.
Yeah,
it's all unknown.
Yeah, Frozen didn't write a song about asking for help, but that would have been my third lesson. And out of the three,
Frozen 3?
that might be what it's about. Just ask for help. Yeah, but no, those are the three things. Let it go. Seek help. Do the next right thing.
Cool. All right. Thank you very much, Andy from Tidy Slabs.